Welcome, everyone. I look forward to hosting this panel. G2E, Reed Asia, thank you very much for the organization of this, and we're looking forward to share a bit of knowledge with one another. I appreciate everybody's time of being here today. Time is valuable, far more than we all expected when this all started. I'd imagine everybody had their own ideas what time would be worth. We are going to first listen to the keynote speaker. Warwick is going to do a great presentation on the state and of the industry and let's say the impact that all of what has been happening over the last few months has had. He will share this intimate knowledge, and then we will debate it with one another. After we debate it as a panel, we then will have this conversation focused on two different companies. We're going to be getting a presentation for Sports Radar, which is quite interesting. It's not just a standard company presentation that basically tells you what they do. I think we're all familiar with that, but it tells you a little bit more about how they went through this period and how they kept everybody and everything going, specifically their customers. I think Robert will do quite well with regards to highlighting what they have been doing in order to make sure that there is and remains a strong interest from the users and the players, let's say, into the products, even though there was very little product related to the sports betting. So when we then start talking about what this change has brought, I believe that there were a lot of issues related to our personal lives. Normally, you know, as the Japanese say so nicely, it is about ikigai, and basically it is, you know, what you do professionally and vocationally. In other words, you work, you earn your money, and then how do you try to keep your knowledge ahead? I think we all have made changes in this specific area, and I think we've made a lot of changes in our private area related to where the passions lie and where our mission lies. I'd like to see what the impact of that has been in the industry. There's no doubt that the impact is far greater than if this was a situation that lasted a couple of weeks and then everybody returns to normal. And as we know, habits have a tendency to die very hard. So I believe that at this stage, the COVID has made lasting changes for a lot of people. I know it has for me, and I'm sure that we can share some more of that along the way. So I basically want to talk about the impact of the sports popularity. We're going to talk about the empty stadiums and what that has done to, let's say, the industry as a whole, and what changes have been brought in order to, you know, somehow fight that. We also talk about a few of the political impact issues related to the US, China, what it affected, how it affected the gambling industry. And what it is doing. Today, some other news popped up related to China. We're going to talk about that, as it all will have major ramifications for the Asian side of the business. We're going to talk about the underlying problems that COVID has brought, and that as a result, we haven't dealt with and now have to deal with, and about, you know, what I believe this will mean for the nations and the regulators, you know, in order to really come to the table with regards to proposals that hopefully will be befitting the industry, although some of it might be, you know, more negative versus positive.